tune in to Black Ramen Podcast. Because Black Ramen is delicious, baby. Yo!
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is now officially the Black Ramen Podcast. Hey, how y'all doing? Hey, I know you've been seeing a lot of us because guess what? We've been putting out episodes week to week. And guess who I brought with me?
Hello. This is Sleepy Bree. Good to see y'all again. Can you believe we've been so consistent? I'm shocked.
What's up, people? This is Derby, aka Sexual Chocolate. Also shocked. Yeah, I don't know how we're doing it. Might be the booze. Might just be in the water. It was one of them.
Listen, we did it. We did it. I'm trying to see if we could do the rest for this month. If we can, thank you. All right, so Bree.
This is Sleepy Bree here with my latest anime tea. Hey, so let's jump right in. Do y'all remember that time a few years ago that Crunchyroll, the streaming platform, got in trouble for some privacy violations for its users? Well, guess what? They learned nothing from that last fine because everyone knows if the punishment for a crime is a fine, it's not a crime for the rich. So Crunchyroll paid that off, and then they did it again. Crunchyroll is right now in the middle of another lawsuit over privacy violations for users. So this is users of the app, anyone with, usernames, logins. They've been sharing your email, sharing some personal details, sharing what you've been looking at. Y'all know what you've been looking at on Crunchyroll. And so they're in the middle of another lawsuit over certain, I think, like code embedded in the app that pretty much tracks all this stuff and automatically sends it to a third party who is using your information for example, ads, targeting, the usual capitalism evils. So that's fun. Keep an eye out for that. If they settle it like they did back in 2023, then there might be some minor payouts, but the payouts are probably going to be like less than $100, maybe even less than $50. So it's not really worth it. Once again, it'll probably be a slap on the wrist, but dang, no one gets any privacy these days. All of our stuff is always sold. If they're selling our information, why do we still have to pay for subscriptions?
That makes sense. I already paid with my info. What do you mean I got to pay for shipping and handling for my Shein stuff? my Temu washer and dryer. What do you...
People gotta vote if they want privacy. I don't know what else to tell you. Like,
that's
choose
true.
Better politicians.
That's
preferably
listen,
younger ones.
I'm mad that Crunchyroll has forgotten where they came from. They have, like, all of a sudden now you want to do. They forgot. They forgot.
Just pirating in a different way. They robbing us now.
Right. Like, nigga, we got you where you was at. Why you robbing us?
Hey, it's our fault for trusting pirates.
I mean, you always know it was shady dealings when you're dealing with pirates. You always knew. In the back, like, I know. But damn, Crunchy? Shit. But yeah, this is Brooke don't like it, right, Brooke? Look, I see Daddy. All right. So
she's gonna be so pissed at us in the future because of this.
Oh yeah. But she could be pissed after we take our Oscar award, so it's okay. Our Emmy, best anime podcast. Listen, I'm putting that out there. Okay, so
they had a podcast section.
They did.
Did they really? I have not.
Yeah,
watched that.
I remember
Oscars
hearing
in forever.
Now I remember they Joe Button was talking about it, that they started a new because podcasting has been such a big deal.
I mean,
now.
It makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. You know what doesn't make sense? That we are not nominated yet. That's what doesn't make sense. I see you, Bree. You could be on mute, but I feel your presence. I know you agree with me. Thank you. All right. So now what are we talking about now? Are we talking about One Piece? The live action?
No, not yet. We are talking about Brandon Sanderson.
Oh, nah.
Who that is?
Nah, I wanted to bring that up after One Piece.
After One Piece?
All right, We're talking about One Piece live action.
Hard to follow One Piece. So, y'all know we're big One Piece fans.
Huge.
Huge One Piece fans. So, of course, we have caught up to season 2, but For those who may not be as caught up, we decided to revisit season 1, and we're going to be talking about the One Piece live action season 1 versus the anime versus the manga, things they did well, things they did bad, just things they did different, and overall how we feel. So this is the recap. What happened was One Piece live action style.
Write that down. That's the title.
Yeah, right.
What happened was One Piece live action.
Yeah. I like that. I'm gonna forget. Write that down somewhere. Somebody. All right. Okay.
So starting with, I don't know. First, let's start with overall vibes as One Piece fans. I know we did an episode about this when One Piece live action first came out, but you know what? There's always time to revisit more One Piece.
Always. And
So,
you know
yeah.
what? If
Patty,
you're
you
mad,
go first. What was your first
don't care.
impressions of the live action?
Of course, I loved it. Nostalgia, goosebumps. Seeing how well together the story was put with short amount of time. I think it did what it needed to do. I know a lot of people were upset with certain scenes that weren't displayed, but I overall I love it. I love the characters that they picked, the actors. They nailed it hands down. Yeah, you can't make a mistake when Oda's on board. You really can't. The vibe was everything. The scores was everything. The ships, everything. It's what's his name? The one from the Marines. Okay, Republican Kobe. I like him.
Kobe.
I call him
I need
Republican
you to explain
Kobe.
that.
Yeah, right.
The reason I call him Republican Kobe is because he's part of the military. Because he doesn't, even though he's been part of the pirate ship, and he understands the bad parts of being a pirate, the negative shit that comes with it, the robbing, the stealing. I feel like he puts everybody in that realm, and so all of them got to be executed. All of them got to be dealt with by the law. So that's why I call him Republican Kobe.
I see your point. The dilemma is, we say this all the time. We constantly forget. Like, One Piece does gaslight us all the time because we're always following Luffy and his crew. That most pirates in this world kind of shitty.
No, I get you.
Like, all kind of shit.
get you.
Like,
I do get
most
you.
of the times that Luffy is liberating a town ain't usually from Marines. I think there was Axeham Morgan, but most of the time, it's a pirate.
Yeah,
they
true.
may have Marine backing, but it's a pirate.
No, I totally get you. But Marines ain't shit either. Hands down, Marines ain't shit. Like,
think
all of this is just to make sure that the Celestial
low-level
Dragons
Marines-
have powers.
High
That's
level
it.
Marines ain't shit. I'll say that. Because low level Marines have no idea what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, because they're sheep. You
Yeah,
still ain't shit.
It's a different kind of ain't shit, is what I'm saying.
Listen, if you smell it, it's still shit, and you still don't care. Like, you still ain't shit. Like there is different levels. I get you. There's different levels.
Like,
but
for example, like Garp, he's kind of shit. Like, based on where I'm reading right now, I'm sorry, you're kind of trash right now. Kobe a little bit, because he also know what the fuck going on, and basically any Marine that's gotten high enough to learn what the world government's doing and hasn't joined up with the revolutionaries, fuck y'all. Everyone lower, I'm listening. I can see how you joined up with the Marines. Like, pirate takes over your town, Marines come and save it. You're joining the Marines.
I mean, it sounds like both of them ain't shit. Either way, there's different levels, but I still think, like, overall, after what we just discovered, when it comes to the celestial beings and the hidden century and all that is being controlled by the Marines themselves. Go
did
ahead.
this first, but my bad. Spoiler alert. We're talking manga things a little bit, so my
Yeah,
bad.
we did.
Spoiler for all of One Piece live action. Well, season 1, we're only discussing season 1 of the live action today, but we will be talking all over the manga and anime.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's
you
Derby's
have
fault.
been warned.
No, Derby's fault because he did get me into explaining why. So I already exposed what the government is doing. So, I mean, I already put a warning label on the edit part. So if you see the warning label, that's that. Listen, you've been warned. Okay. But yeah, other than that, I think the show is doing very well. First impression of the first episode, absolutely beautiful, breathtaking. I thought it was going to miss some of the dark parts of being the dark elements that happens in the anime, in the manga, because it's so funny and goofy. But nah, it captured it from the second you turn it on. Like, what? You're killing what? Like, what? You're going in a bar with a head, drinking. Like, I love it.
I had kind of wanted to do an episode by episode breakdown, but rather than that, I think it would be more useful to do like a character by character breakdown, how they did, how that reflected on the story. And first and foremost, since we're talking Marines, Garp, one of the biggest changes between the anime manga and this live action is the introduction of Garp as a character, especially with Kobe and Helmeppo in that storyline. So I thought it was so interesting seeing Garp from the very jump. Well, you guys.
No, same. It was pretty cool, especially because it showed like things they were doing, like while Luffy's doing shit, and just filling out some more backstory of why Garp is chasing him down. Yeah, no, Garp was great. I think the actor did a phenomenal job. Like he was very fun to watch. Every time he was on screen, he commanded the screen. So good all around.
He looked good. Zaddy looked good. He looked good. He looked good.
I have seen many TikToks that said he cured daddy issues.
I second that.
Shanks.
Yeah.
Well, Shanks is good, but for Garp, for those who don't know his good,
well, we know which one cares for break.
A chance to convince y'all, if you haven't watched One Piece yet, what you doing. As always, we are trying to spread the word of Oda. So
Praise
for
Oda.
those who don't know, Garp is our main character, Luffy's grandfather, which it reveals by the end of season 1, and for why there's this big tension between Garp and Luffy, because he obviously wanted his grandson to become a Marine, while Luffy says, nah, I'm going the way of the pirate. Like, wave my flag high, I'm going to sea, and you can't stop me. So a large part of season 1 is this cat and mouse game between Garp, this high-level Navy Vice Admiral, trying to chase down Luffy. And meanwhile, he grabs Kobe and Helmeppo. And I don't know, I think it did a great job of laying out the Marines to be this complex, very corrupt, but also not irredeemably corrupt group. It makes it complicated. They're not just straightforward bad guys, but they're definitely not good guys either.
Yeah. For all of you that don't think One Piece is political.
I mean, I don't know how I don't know how you can see it.
I don't know. I mean, you know what I do like? Maybe. I feel like sometimes you coming from a place of privilege where you can just cover your eyes and just glaze and not look at what is obviously in front of you and just look at the entertainment.
Even then, I find it hard.
I do too. I do too. But that's because I come from a place of struggle. So I tend to see these shits a lot more potent than others. But yeah, I think everything is great. As far as like what I appreciate is that we get to see the different interactions and how the characters are placed. And we get to understand their stance and why. Yeah, we make fun. Yeah, there's different levels of shit or whatever, but we all know, let's be clear. Different upbringings bring up different circumstances. I'm not saying you have to be a part of I'm not saying your upbringing can destroy you or make you like a bitter person, but it does navigate how you think throughout certain situations that you come across in life. So seeing Kobe and seeing how all he knew was torment.
Yeah.
And all he wanted was family and peace.
Like 2 years he was kidnapped by a pirate. Yeah.
Yes. And was used, abused, and all that. So all he wanted was just peace. And he figured out the only way to have peace is just working for the Marines because they will uphold the law. But we, as readers, we see it from different perspectives from everybody. And we see the longevity of why this probably is good for you right now, but later you might question your decisions going forward. So this is why I love meeting these characters in different scenarios and understanding the dilemmas they're in and also sympathizing. Because yes, I did come in saying, yeah, these motherfuckers ain't shit. But as Derby said, I get it. Looking through their lenses, which I think Oda and the director of the live action did so well in understanding their plight and why they are the way that they are, you get to really sympathize and be like, okay, I see you just had no choice at this point. Like everything was taken away from you. And this is your only thing to cling to have some form of peace. And you just know that you don't want to go back.
Yeah, there are two factions, and you chose the one that wasn't torturing you.
Except there's not, which I think is so interesting. But that's season 2. We'll get to that later. So season 1 of the live action covers the initial introduction of the characters about halfway through the East Blue saga to Arlong Park. I am so impressed with how it condensed so much of the storyline, so many volumes, so many episodes, without really hurting any of the characters and backstories. Because in this, we meet the first 5 of the Straw Hats. We meet Luffy, Zoro, Usopp, Sanji, and Nami. And we go through all of their backstories. Kind of.
Yes, kind of.
Right.
Yeah.
Wink, wink, blush, blush.
Yes.
I actually think they did a pretty good job of condensing the Barati restaurant arc and Arlong Park, because they combined a little bit. They introduced the Fishman
like
a little early.
Yeah.
And actually didn't during the Fishman stuff, the Arlong Park and Barati stuff, they start hinting a little bit of the plight of the Fishmen.
A little bit. And they also, kept Buggie in there because they're like, yo, homie's doing great. Keep him in. Find a way.
Buggie is the greatest character in the live action.
He is. All that conditioner.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Just loving it. Just loving it. His silk press. It's silk press season. His silk press is amazing. Love him. I was a little worried because I thought they would condense it too much. But no, it fell into everything so well. Like it made sense without taking away the best parts of the story. Yeah. Because we all know shonen pacing and, the longevity of One Piece.
I know if you watch, I want to say season 2 of Oshinoko, talking about different anime, but ties in. But in season 2, the main plot is they're making a screenplay of a manga that has an anime, and there's a whole fight between like the author, the original mangaka, and like the person who made the screenplay, because too many things got cut out and they have to like work together to like get it
perfect,
because it's like, yo, we have like a 2-hour runtime, we cannot include everything, shit's gotta get cut, lines gotta be rewritten.
I remember the author was being an elitist. Yeah, I think he was being it was a girl, right? The author was a girl. She was being an elitist and was like, no, you're taking away the essence of the fight and what the story portrays.
Well, yes and no. So she was being an elitist, but I think, in the show, they showed that it was a horrible game of telephone happening.
Oh, yes.
So a bunch of in-betweens were cleaning up what people said. So it's like, she wrote a giant like Twitter rant, like, hey, you fucked up my shit, fix it. And the person who got that, I can't send this as is, I'll be fired. So let me kind of figure out what she's trying to say that. And then like it went through like 3 more people, made it to the screenplay writer, and he was like, okay, I see what you need me to change. I'll change it like that. And it's like, that's not what the fuck I said.
When they actually do meet up.
Oh, yeah.
They fall in love. They get married. They do all types of...
They definitely don't. But they didn't like each other and respect each other as creatives. And they figured some shit out.
Which was beautiful, but we know that never fucking happens. That never fucking happens when it comes to director.
With, One Piece right now, since they kept Oda on and he has, like, it seems, final say on things.
Yeah.
The directors are talking directly to homie. So the only person in between them is probably one translator.
When you're doing different adaptations, you're always concerned about how the director is going to take on certain things and if they're going to incorporate shit. But this is why I think it's very, very, very helpful to actually have the main creative, the main source material involved. I can also tell how it might be a bit of an issue when it comes to budgeting. Because as an artist, you want to keep true to the story as much as possible. But hey, if I tell you all I got is 2 hours, we're going to have to cut something somewhere and still make it relevant to and still not compromise the storytelling.
And that's
a big problem.
Yeah, it's a big problem, sure. But that's why, like you said, if you have the original writer there, they have an idea of what they were going for with those scenes. so they would know best how to rewrite it to make it shorter and still convey what they were trying to convey. Like,
Sometimes.
all right,
I think that is exactly what happened. I get the feeling from this live action that it gave Oda a chance to rewrite the beginning of his story, knowing what he knows now. I know he planned a lot in advance, but now he can refine it even further. He can like really boil down the essence. Little things he was planning and thinking about later, he can express them now.
I need him to just focus on the One Piece. I don't need you to. No, but I get you. But I'm just saying there could be times that the main creative might be such is being an elitist is like a purist when they're like, no, this has to be done this way. So that's why it has to be like it boils down to compromise. Right?
It's their baby, and there's very little you want to compromise on. So if you also don't want to kick the creator out completely just because they're being a little annoying. It's like, they know the story best, and if you take too much out, then you have something else.
It's not their story anymore.
Yeah, it's like, come on, you just, like I remember in Nojiko one, it was like, you've destroyed this character by cutting too many of their lines. Like they don't make sense anymore in the world. Like think of like Death Note and Light Turner. Like it's like, I'm sorry, you're wrong. It's incorrect.
A whole different
now.
story.
Ugh.
But that's why I need you in the this is for directors. If you're taking an adaptation and you're changing it, I need you to put in the creditors, like not the credits, the credits, the opening credits. I need you to say loosely adaptation of base book, this, that, and third.
No longer based on, inspired by.
Yes, that's what I need.
Make it loud when you're doing the trailers too, so I know. Oh, okay, this is different. This is basically fan fiction.
Pretty much. I'll pay for that if it's good. If it's another version, that's fine. But you don't.
I'll enjoy some fanfic. Sure.
Yeah, but don't bamboozle me and say it's the original story.
Yeah.
Don't do that to me.
All right, next character.
Dang, yeah, we were so kind of character. Thinking, anyone noticeable who was left out or put it? Oh, well, I feel like we got to address at least once some race swapping. We'll do it now, and we'll do it when we cover season 2. But there's a character of Nami's sister, Nojiko. As most characters, they're pretty much light-skinned in the manga / anime, but they've chosen with Oda's permission. Let me say, with Oda's permission, Oda signed off on every character. At the very least, every named character. We don't know about extras, but named characters got Oda's approval. And Nojiko, Nami's adopted sister, was black. She's black, y'all. She's black, y'all. She's blackety, blackety, black, y'all. I got a few characters I'm going to say that for eventually, but in season 1, Nojiko is the noticeable one. Does it make a difference? I'm asking y'all. Did that change anything for the character about you? Is there anything that makes you happy or sad?
It did. It made it better. It's just like when you have vanilla ice cream and you put sprinkles. I'm just happy. It made it better.
Sprinkles.
Chocolate. There it is. Chocolate sprinkles. Yes.
They added a fudge swirl, and I'm like, yeah, this is great.
This is perfect. It might listen. I'm convinced that Oda was like, no, she got to be black. I need her to be black. He might have insisted that. I don't know, but if he did, in my mind, I think he did because it's me. Yeah, I'm proud. I'm happy. We get another awesome look at representation at its finest when it's done right.
Sign off on casting. I
big
not
difference.
Worried about Twitter trolls. Like for the most part, it seems Twitter trolls do not matter here. So I'm very happy with that.
It don't.
It's like I don't know if my algorithm is just finally tailored to like keep them out of my face. All I'm hearing is like, oh yeah, Netflix has to make season 3 because it's like the most in-demand show right now. I'm like, sweet.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Perfect.
You know what's so
I hope
funny?
so. I need season 3 so bad.
You know what's so funny? I'm seeing
it's in production.
clips.
The question is whether season 4 happens. That's the worry.
Listen, I need him focused on one job at a time. Finish One Piece and then come back to the live action. But I love it how I'm seeing comments, I'm seeing videos of people saying people being racist about certain characters with the race swapping and stuff. And then all you have to do, like one person, their response is, Oda was involved. And that was it. Shut down.
That's all
Shut down. You can't tell me nothing after that.
I'd prefer you say jack shit because you're feeding the trolls. But yeah, if you're gonna feed the trolls, that is the perfect answer right now.
With facts. That's it. Just
The
like,
creator said okay.
yeah. What are you gonna say? They
Did
said
you write
okay.
it? No.
No.
Fuck up my face.
Listen.
Like,
God said okay.
like what?
God
Why,
said okay.
why are you
Aside
arguing
from the
against the Lord?
side character, in our main five, so again, Luffy, Zoro, Nami, Sanji, and Usopp were introduced in the first season. How well do you feel like they were translated from like Oda's signature goofy, cartoony style into real life? Did they make sense? Did they pull it off?
There was one
think so.
weird thing. Usopp is a little too cool. like there's that scene.
I love me some Usopp. I love him.
Excuse me,
Is it
Usopp's
in the
always
bar
been
tier a
cool.
little before? Like
I think so.
But they're like at a party and Usopp is just hanging out, just vibing and
Just
partying. I'm like,
chilling.
who the fuck are you, sir?
The same thing with Sanji. Didn't you say the same thing with Sanji? Sanji's too cool.
Sanji's a
Sanji's
little
getting all the
too
bitches. He's getting all the drawers.
I will say,
No,
I
he's
think they
still
got
not
rid of
getting
some
bitches.
of
He's just
Sanji's womanizing.
Yeah.
they made him a little tamer, but and his flirtation seems to work a bit more. And I think
in the comic, yeah.
I think that has to happen for anyone who doesn't read the manga. It wouldn't make sense that Sanji's not getting girls.
Yeah.
Like,
I
I'm
feel you.
sorry, the hot blonde cook who's constantly saying French foods at you, making you drinks mixed on the spot personally for you.
The pastries.
Pastries make
The
I'm sorry,
pastries.
no, he's getting ladies.
He's
It
getting
doesn't
ladies.
make sense that
We're
he wouldn't.
getting whole cake Sanji.
Although
whole
in the
cake
same
Sanji,
way,
yeah.
I feel like Usopp's also that cool. Because in his village, yeah, they all knew him as a scrap. But as soon as he's out of the village, he is, based off of his ability to lie, as long as there's no real danger, one of the smoothest talking motherfuckers you'll ever meet. He's got a story
Yeah.
for everything.
He
He can
ultimate con
entrance you. He would be the life of every party. Sitting there with the drink and say, yeah, so this one time, let me tell you what happened.
Especially a
I
pirate
fully
party.
believe that he would be the smoothest motherfucker at any party without guns.
Wait. Question for both of you. Who you think is the greatest smooth talker, manipulator from Usopp to Buggy the Clown? Them two.
I would say Usopp, just because of how well you believe his lies. Like, the whole point of Usopp is they stopped believing him after, like, what was it, like the 50th time? Like, he was very fucking believable. It wasn't until, like, a bunch of times later, like, they're like, all right, he's lying. Like, experience is how you finally realize he's lying. Buggy, I feel, in part because he's always dressed like a clown and looks a little crazy, is like, you're not trusting that man. He ain't got the looks for it.
I don't know. I just feel like he's Buggy has I'm Usopp all the way, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Usopp all the way. I just feel like with Buggy definitely knows how to control a crowd. Like, you're not laughing, bitch. Okay, I'm gonna kill you.
Well,
like,
yeah,
you need to
but I mean,
laugh. And then
that's not impressive to me. That's just threatening.
yeah, but he's
like-
able to get a crew out of it. You know,
I
he's
mean,
able to still manipulate the crew to stay. Well, now, see,
I
I'm
mean,
diving
every
into the
every
live
pirate-
action.
Yeah, every pirate captain has a level of charisma. That's just gonna happen.
Yes, but I just feel like all right, here's the thing. I'm now diving into that to the manga aspect.
Yeah,
So,
we already said spoilers for everything.
Spoilers. So now with Buggy able to handle the crew, knowing that he's not really captain, right? Because he got Crocodile and he got Mihawk, right?
Oh,
But he's
yeah.
still able to. I just like, yo, there's a level of sophistication to be like, yeah, these niggas is in the ship, but I still run the ship. But they're letting him think that, yo,
Yeah.
you run the ship. Yes, we're letting you run the ship, but always understand we run it.
No,
But
no,
he's
he's
still-
maintained that from the prison break in the anime and the manga. So from the prison break, he's been Captain Buggy. That's how he got the Chichibukai title, and now he's in what is it? The Cross Guild. I can't remember the exact title, but whatever. We all seem to want to forget, what is Usopp's title right now?
God.
I was about to say that the
Exactly.
longer we see Usopp, the better he becomes every time.
God,
His lies even
Usopp.
become more believable the further he goes, because half of them keep coming true. He can say anything at this point. It's like that might really happen.
Yeah.
I think there's a rumor going around, or a theory going around, that Usopp's observation hockey is so good that he's just been seeing the future of himself.
Oh.
So I have loved that rumor since I've heard it. I'm like, that rumor / theory, I've loved it. I've heard it. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. He's just been talking about himself in the future.
Yeah.
I just didn't understand.
Yeah. He's that so Raven.
Exactly. I've just been
He's that so Raven. Just
it's
look
like
at the
3
eye.
years in the future.
Yeah.
I'm a great warrior of the sea. I just ended up on Elbaf. I'm handling business. I am God fucking Usopp.
Yes.
And I think back to live action, his actor has kind of been pulling that off. I didn't like him much at first, but the longer I watch him, the more I like him. I feel
nah. He embodied
Usopp.
He embodied Usopp. And he's delectable. He is delicious. I'm just mad he's not getting as much attention as as Zoro and Sanji. But a real mature season One Piece fan will understand the hotness of God Usopp. He is hot. He's nice.
Well, I mean, in a lot of people's defense, Usopp in season 1 probably is not that hot. He doesn't get hot till season the time skip.
You need to get your prescriptions checked out. He's hot.
Hey, it's up to y'all.
I think he's very handsome. I think he's very my eye. That's
Live action.
Yeah, live action.
That's not the conversation.
Oh, you talking about the manga? Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm talking about manga. Yeah. Nah.
I did like that the anime gave us more of Shanks and his crew, or not the anime, the live action. I loved seeing his full crew, like
Just
in
lounging
live
around
action
after.
form. They were cool. So first of all, Shanks.
Fixing Bree's daddy issues, yes.
People don't even know they had daddy issues until they run into Shanks and Garp and then realize it's been resolved.
Handled, all right.
So just
Even though-
excellent casting, and just seeing them all, they did such a good job, and we really
even though
got more
both of
time
them
there.
have been terrible fathers.
They are. I'm trying to think if there's any good fathers in One Piece. Maybe that dad from Whole Cake Island. One of the
Wait,
daddies.
hold on. Sanji's adoptive father. That was a good guy.
Red Leg Zeph was a good guy.
Yeah.
I'd say Luffy's father isn't the worst.
Yeah, he left for a legitimate cause.
Right. There are some reasons that you do gotta dip out, and he did
pull up
help
to
him
save
out.
his son when it mattered.
Right. I can't wait till we're going to discuss season 2, folks. And if you're a live action only, that'll be fun. That'll be fun. Spoilers as hell.
So much spoilers.
So much. But seeing the crew was very cool. I like that we saw even more of Luffy's childhood. Again, I'm pretty sure all of that was still included in the manga, but it was less panels, less screen time than what the live action gave. And the live action did a good job at rounding that out and letting us know, similar to why Kobe grew up hating pirates. We saw that in his backstory and it made sense for his character. Nami growing up hating pirates, we get it. We saw it. We saw how her future goals are controlled by that, fact that she was enslaved against her will for an extended period. But we also see why Luffy, despite everything, admires pirates so hard. Because he kind of got the best pirate role model, while the others got really shitty pirate role models.
Yep. His pirates were all just freedom and hanging out and drinking and having fun. Like, ooh, I like that. I want to do that. And everyone else was like, yeah, the pirates have enslaved my home. Yeah, they killed my mom. Fuck them.
True.
They paid off the cops, and now the cops won't even help.
It's a lot. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are into book talk, hi. Now, if you haven't noticed, Brandon Sanders has been making its rounds. He also got a TikTok. He has been, if you don't know Brandon Sanderson, he's the creator of Mistborn, the trilogy, and 50 plus books. There's actually a guy who is on TikTok that I follow. He's doing a Brandon Sanderson a marathon where he's just reading all his books in order, not of publishing, but in order with how it's intended to be read throughout 2026. I am enjoying this TikTok. But he rates the books and he rates the world building, and I'm having fun to the point that I invested in Miss Bourne. So did Derby. Thank you, Derbs.
Only on my desk to read.
So so how I found Brandon Sanders, it wasn't through TikTok. I actually knew about him years ago. So I finished Game of Thrones book 5. I finished. So I typed in, I finished Game of Thrones series. Now what? And the first person that popped up was Brandon Sanders. So I decided to. I had always had a copy, like downloaded his first book, and then I never tapped into it until recently, until his names was making rounds. So apparently he's a phenomenal writer. He also has workshops where he discuss writing and storytelling and building. He's actually a dope individual. He was under scrutiny. He did say something. What happened? What happened?
Breathe, coming to baby dad.
Just cut this out. I gotta do what I gotta do to make her stop screaming.
That's the power of women, ladies and gentlemen, to multitask. Shout out to Bree. Yeah, so the reason I wanted to bring him up is because Brandon Sanders has copped a deal that writers dream of. So Brandon Sanders has a deal with Apple TV to pick up this. Huh?
Sanderson. Sorry.
Brandon Sanderson. I'm sorry. I keep on saying Sanders. I don't know why I'm saying Sanders. But Brandon Sanderson has copped a deal with Apple TV to pick up the series Miss Bourne. And he not only will let them, but he is also a part of the project himself.
On the side note, I think they got the deal for the whole universe.
Yes, they did. So as of March 2026, Brandon Sanderson has signed an unprecedented deal with Apple TV to adapt his entire literary universe for film and television. He's let me see. Yeah, he's part writing and producing with significant creative control. Yeah, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
I am that means a lot for other authors as well. That series get picked up because now, if this can happen, there's no telling what I could put on the table.
Well, if you're big enough. So Brandon Sanderson has been in the game for a while.
Yes, for a while.
Since before I heard of him, and I heard of him like 5 years ago.
But I feel like he's pushing the door.
They were like, huh?
He's pushing the door for this to happen. So
100%, but like you're still gonna need leverage to get a deal anywhere near close to that. You're gonna need leverage of like, yo, here's what I'm doing. Here's how much I'm selling. Here's the fan base I'm bringing to you. So you give me creative control.
Yes.
Everyone else is going to be like, hey, I just sold one book and maybe we could cut something where I have a little bit of say so, but.
Yeah, but at some point, I'm just saying he set the bar up. So I might not get totally everything that he has, but I can push for more. I could say like, hey, listen, he might have gotten that, but I need creativity for the first 2 books of the trilogy. I want rights to that.
Yeah.
If you're making this into a series, I need to be involved, maybe the first season. And if the first season does well, it just broadens up the horizons of writers who are actually in the middle of deals to get their shit picked up. And I feel like that's opening the door. I'm not saying you're going to get exactly what he got. Brandon Sanderson is an entity within himself.
Yeah.
That's cocaine help with drug. I still think he does coke.
I mean, part of it is, with streaming platforms taking over, traditional Hollywood deals are, kind of phasing out a little. So streaming platforms need one major thing, and that is content. They needs it. They need as much content as possible, especially as much high quality content with loaded fan bases that will come to them. Disney Plus basically is only holding out because Marvel and Star Wars. All right, as well as some of their traditional old school Disney movies that are also bringing some of the Disney adults along. But those are the three major pillars. But Marvel and Star Wars are like two of the major pulling factors. Apple needs something.
They do.
And this sci-fi thing, that could be it.
Yeah. Which I'm proud of. I mean, look at all the stuff that we've been through. Like, media has changed so much. So much to now that we got to worry about certain contracts and certain films being made that you know should have been series, but because we need to make sure that we make definite money, like streaming services, like, all right, let's just condense this shit as a movie and not make it into a series, because we're gonna lose more money if we extend this to 8 episodes plus. So yeah, it does change how contracts are written because of how we consume our media, but also as well, by this deal taking place, it definitely is a step up in what you can offer and what you can push for on the table as a writer. And I feel like that's amazing.
Yeah, but I mean, it's 100% amazing. It's a good thing that's happening for the writers.
Oh yeah.
But I want aspiring writers and current writers to just understand this. You need the numbers before you can even claim any kind of leverage for these deals. You need to be able to show up like, hey, I sold 10 million books in my last copy. I don't know the actual numbers, but you and your people know the actual numbers to be able to push on these streaming platforms and be like, hey, I'm coming in with 10 million people that are guaranteed to watch this. All right, think One Piece live action. Like, Oda looked at them like, I am one of the best-selling things on the planet. I'm in every room where a decision gets made, or else we're not talking. And they go, yeah, he's one of the biggest sales on the planet. Give him whatever the fuck he wants.
But also, I feel like I'm not coming to you. I had to already have made those sales for you to come to me and offer me this contract.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I'm saying for writers, if you're making these deals, you're probably going to them. But if you have a certain amount of numbers, you have more leverage and wiggle room on what you can ask for and demand.
Yeah.
You can make some hard selling points. Brandon Sanderson has been around for a while, has a lot of content, has a huge fan base where it's like, you give me what I want or I walk. Like, I'm fine. Like, I'm making money.
Yeah. No, but I just now I get what you're saying. But I generally speaking, like, if you're coming with a contract to me, that already solidifies that I'm already that bitch.
Yeah, I'm on your radar. You want something from me.
Right. I'm not gonna go crazy and say, give me this. You know what? I'm gonna throw that out the window. I might go crazy knowing if I go high, you're the one that's gonna have to go low to where I really want. You know how people haggle? They'll be like, yeah, just give me all of this. And it's like, nah, we can't give you this, but we give you this.
Yeah, my real number's 70, but I tell you 100.
Yeah. And I think that's what this contract is. I think that's what this deal is doing for a lot of people, for a lot of writers.
That's the thing. I don't know if it's going to do it for a lot of people. I think this is the exception, not the rule. And it's the exception that has existed for a while. If you reach this level, you can ask whatever you want. But a lot of the others coming in, they're not at that level. They're not at the Brian Sanderson, Stephen King level. They're not at the
Brandon Sanderson. Why is his name so hard?
Didn't I say Sanderson?
You said Brian.
Damn. I didn't say Brian. His name was Brandon. My bad, Mr. Sanderson.
I can't even tag him no more.
But that's what I mean. At that level where you can recognize it by just the name, like Olivia Butler status. Did I get that right, Nick?
Octavia Butler.
Oh shit! We both got it wrong, Brandon.
Right? I was like, I know it's
Butler's correct.
But the point is, like, if you have a book where your name is printed bigger in bigger font than the title, then you have a shot at this. But anyone else, I don't think you're getting that same treatment. And I don't know if this is a big change in the game.
No, you're not going to get the same treatment, but you are going to get some type of benefits and privilege. writers,
Maybe.
creatives. If you're out there and people are coming to you for a contract,
If
just
they're
know
coming
you
to you,
already
but
that shit. Yes.
you already got to be that bitch for them to come to you. Otherwise,
Yeah.
if you propose it to them, or heck, even if they might come to you, if you say no or one thing's too bad, there's a million other people who wrote a similar story and we can go with one of them. I still don't know if there's that much leverage unless you're at that level already.
The reason I say you do have some new leverage is because what I was saying before, streaming platforms.
Yes.
Streaming platforms want desperately to be able to fully crush Hollywood and like all the other type of studios, like all the other locations. So they want to knock out like the traditional movie and TV show making places if they can. So they desperately need content, especially content that they can control like a bit more. So the best way to get that would be writers that already have established fan bases. And that's what they're after. So that's what's changing, is mainly the fact that streaming platforms are here. So you no longer have to wait for Hollywood to reach out to you. Streaming platforms might reach out to you. You no longer have to only go to Hollywood to get like a TV show or a movie deal. You can now reach out to Netflix. You can reach out to Paramount Plus. You can reach out to whoever owns Peacock. I think it's NBC. Yeah, you can reach out to I want to say Tubi.
For now, but don't forget, a lot of these streaming platforms keep concentrating. They keep buying each other out. I know. Was it Paramount was just acquired? So I'm worried those are monopolizing too.
I would say 8 times out of 10, it's not the writer that's reaching out. It's usually the streaming services when they go into their databases to make sure, hey, you know, what's trending right now, what title Book Talk is talking about, what can we monopolize right now.
I'm sure publishers are also making side deals. Like there are publishers, like there are streaming platforms and Hollywood studios who have deals with publishers. Like, hey, what's hot right now? And you're in your new and upcoming artists, we'd like to buy something because we need something for next year.
Yeah, it's both. There are whole divisions whose job it is to scout things out and maybe approach them, but also who have enough contacts and networks that, you know, agents around them say, hey, I've got a good book. I'm going to come to you. Do you think you guys want to make it? Or, hey, I've got this IP. Do you want it? So it's both. It depends on the size.
All the above.
Oh, another thing, since you mentioned that, I want to be very clear. If you are a writer and you're pitching to publishers or even studios, be very careful. Because the woman that created Terminator and The Matrix, she spent the majority of her career during the 80s pitching this story in these big production parties, saying, hey, I got a story for you. And nobody wanted it until she turned around and Terminator came out.
Actually, copyright your shit.
Yeah, hold on to your shit. Copyright your shit. Make sure your shit is legal so niggas don't take it. She turns around. She finds out that Terminator is now a movie when she already had the book. And then Matrix. So the way she wrote it, Terminator and Matrix are one. So Terminator was supposed to be how Neo existed. It's supposed to be in one realm. I'm still waiting for the book. I can't find the book nowhere. I don't even think she published it. But anyway, she was in a big standstill and in court. And finally they gave her they reached a settlement. But at the same time too, like, she will never get the recognition that she deserved. And the money that she was supposed to get, that settlement ain't shit compared to how much money this trilogy, not the trilogy, but the whole universe of Terminator and Matrix made for everybody else but her. So please be careful if you're out here pitching movie ideas and stories and make sure everything's recorded.
Real job. That's for regular jobs too. Apparently there's a whole thing where like you go to job interviews, and if you pitch ideas, they might steal those ideas and never hire you. So careful there too.
Oh, okay. So it's
all over.
Yeah, you have to be careful.
Companies is shady.
Yeah, they are. Anyway, I could pocket an idea for free and don't have to add you on the payroll.
Exactly.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is another good day for more creatives to go out there and pursue your dream and come out with good content, because we are here waiting. There's never
right
no
while the
such thing as
iron's
good
hot,
content.
you know, like
Yeah.
while they're all gobbling up content, jump in if you can.
Yeah.
Grab the numbers, jump in, grab a check real quick.
Do what you have to do. Social media is there. Use it the best way you can, and just put your shit out there because we're waiting for the next peak. I'm telling you
See
that.
Apple TV going for this, yo. Tell your agents to reach out to Bezos right now. Be like, yo, Prime is struggling a little with their Prime Video. How about you add one of our shows?
Yeah.
I don't know
care
if they're
about-
struggling. You know, I
But
just
hey, you get a check out of it. Just cut me a piece. But yeah, I think that's it. Great information for the writing world, the writing community. Love that. One Piece live action doing great numbers. Can't wait to talk about season 2, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to tune into the next episode next week for season where we talk about season 2. I'm still trying to figure out where I'm going to watch it, but I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna get it together.
it was good. It was good.
I know it's good because I'm seeing the clips. I'm seeing Brooke. Oh, Brooke was
like
amazing.
One scene where I was like, that was kind of silly.
Yo, there is a clip. I'm going to put this on the show. There's a clip where there's a table in front of the live action characters and the voice actors. And the live action characters will say their saying and put their foot on the table.
I'm gonna find the old blue. 俺はオールブルーを見つけるために You I'm gonna be king of the pirates.
俺は海賊王
I'm gonna be the world's greatest swordsman. 俺は大剣豪
I'm gonna draw a map of the world. 私は世界地図を描くために
I am gonna become a brave warrior of the sea.
俺は勇敢な海の戦士になるためだ
行くぞご覧ください
And then the voice actors will say the same thing, put their foot on the table.
English and Japanese one, yeah, I saw it.
I felt like I was a little teary-eyed because I'm looking at the voice actor for Luffy. And I'm like, I need you to make it to One Piece. I need you to make it to the end. All the characters, especially Usopp.
Yeah.
The live action character for Usopp was like, okay. Like he can't be goofy because he's so smooth with it. And then the Japanese voice actor for Usopp is like, nigga, I'm ready. Let's get the goofy shenanigans going. Like he's like,
don't you know this is a silly character, sir?
Right.
You're fucking up.
What? You need to stop with all this Hermes and Versace shit you got on. Let's get it popping. I love it. It's just I know it's hard. It's like heartwarming to a lot of One Piece fans to see this come in fruition, to realize that we came 25 years, 26 years in looking at something that was so silly and so like heartwarming and goofy for now the world to acknowledge that it's so beautiful and so well written and what a fucking story. It's just like, wow. Yeah, we made it, guys. Even though I wasn't in for the whole long haul, I just got into One Piece like maybe 5 years ago. But shit, I know that feeling that damn, this was always peak to me. But now the normies are seeing it. Yeah. I could just say normies. This is the podcast. It's my shit. But yeah.
They're fine.
Yeah, I'm happy. Any final words? Anything, Brooke?
Correct. She's not quite ready to start her One Piece journey yet, but as soon as she can say like 5 words, we're going to be starting her on episode 1. And as someone who just started reading the manga again from scratch, it's such a good time to read.
It is.
It's so good.
It is.
It's just phenomenal. From chapter 1, I can see how it made it 25 years.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen, I say it once, I say it again. Cocaine, a hell of a drug. I already know. I already know. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, pick up your One Piece. Listen, I recommend if you're picking up One Piece, please pick up the One Piece Omnibus, the first book that has 3 volumes in it. And if you really, really like it, then you could buy the box sets of the arcs. It's always it looks beautiful. It's aesthetically pleasing to have. Like, even when you take it out the box set, when you line them bitches up on the wall, you just like, fuck. Like, you sleep better. You go through the room before you go to sleep, you see the books, and then you just sleep better because you know what? You got One Piece in your life. Praise God. And with that being said, any last final words to the podcast, our listeners? Thank you for tuning in every week. Don't forget, we have an anime trivia book that you need to dive into. Go into our link tree, which is located in our TikTok and our Instagram. Don't forget to get you a nice sweater or a t-shirt. Black Ramen, yes, we do have merch. It looks amazing on any skin color, preferably the ones that are non-white. Definitely get that.
That was a bridge too far. Why?
Okay. Let me drive back.
Whoa.
Let me drive back. I'll
Great
take that out.
skin tone.
Okay. Okay, let me go.
Oh. All right. Peace. We're out.